You are now listening to the Inner Circle Podcast Network.
Never die. 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 Never die.
Fuck you.
All right. This is the Angry Dad podcast. It's been a while. I've taken some serious time off because I had a lot of stuff I had to take care of. For those who know, my brother Dragon just recently passed away, and it took its toll on me. Of course, you feel like shit. Someone passed away. It's like, what do you do? But at the same time, we need to move on. And, I put this podcast in the back burner because I was, a lot on my plate. I'm trying to take care of so many things at one time, but I was also trying to make sure I took care of him. Put a lot of time and effort in making sure that, making him comfortable, just trying not to not interfere with his life, but letting, like we're in the same space. So it's like sometimes you got to put stuff on the back burner just to have mental space, I guess, or physical space. I don't know what you would call it, but that's how I felt. But, he's passed on. And, this podcast has been tremendously helpful to me in getting emotions and feelings and thoughts out. And getting those emotions and feelings out has definitely helped me grow as a person through my age. Because, I've gone through a lot of situations. I've gone through a lot of things in my brain. But going through these things, I never really had the ability to hash it out before this podcast. But it lets me talk to myself and speak to myself. I do listen to these after I post them. And the reason I listen to them is because it's me talking to me, just trying to convey what I've learned and gone through in my life. And because I've gone through these things, these emotions and these feelings and these thought processes. And I know I'm not the only person going through them, but sharing them makes me feel better because, there's other people going through these things and they might not know what the emotions are, the feelings are, or even the process of going through the feelings because it's just so weird, like just saying it and doing it. I've always been a man's man, a tough man, the baddest man, the biggest man in any room, any situation, or any aspects of my life. And you just have to be tough because that's what you're supposed to do as a man. But I've grown learning, to acknowledge my emotions, acknowledge my feelings, and to let it out, and I've been letting it out. I've been venting because I always find that when I don't vent and I don't talk, I fill up like a balloon and then I pop, and then it's everyone else around me that's got to deal with that pop. And because of that, it's put a strain on a lot of parts of my life, but I've learned to let that pressure out, let that air out, let the emotions out and let them hang out. I don't always have to be that guy, but it's when you're the cornerstone of your family, your friends, everyone looks to you for guidance and help. It's like you never want to let them see a lesser of you. But I've grown to learn that letting them see that crack in the cement, the crack in the rock, the chink in the armor, you're human just like everybody else. And you have to show that a lot of the times. And I've grown in such a way where I'm like, it's okay. I don't always have to mask it, so I don't. But it is weird. Like I said, it's weird. It's like, it's these weird emotions, these weird feelings that, the majority of us never grow up understanding or learning because you have to learn what emotions are. You have to grow with emotions. None of us are really taught how to deal with feelings or thought processes or just, going through life. It's all learned firsthand. I've learned a lot of things the wrong way, and going through the process of learning them the wrong way, I learned how to manage them the right way in my own way, which always works for me. That's why I always share this podcast. Why I always share my thoughts. And it's not easy. Not easy at all. But I do the best I can. And I'm going to continue doing the best I can for the rest of my life because I always want to make sure that I'm the example that my kids can fall on and my family to fall on of like, oh, this is how you should be dealing with things, or making sure that you're speaking, make sure that you're talking, making sure that you reach out. and talk to those who you love, talk to those who appreciate you, talk to those who are there for you, because you have to really do that. You know what I'm saying? Staying connected, staying, you know, you know, intertwined in each other's lives. Because like I said, we can go a long time without ever speaking with anybody and then pick it right back up. And it feels so great when we can do that. But the thing is there's a lot of time missed right there. And in this last year, I tried to stay as connected as I could with my brother. And I tried to stay as connected, my brother Dragon, I tried to stay as connected as I could with him because, things were up and down. And, we never knew what was really going to happen. But when we found out at the end, like it was, coming to an end, I tried to make sure that I was in his presence as much as possible because, I needed him to know that I was there. It's not easy. But the thing is, time is fleeting. We don't have as much time as we all think we do, but stop putting shit off. Call your friends, call your loved ones. It's not every day, but more regular than normal. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us ain't doing that. We're so caught up in ourselves, so caught up in what we're doing. So everything that we're doing is important to us. But 2 seconds for a phone call, text messages are great. DMs are great. TikToks back and forth are great. Sharing Instagram reels, having a group chat where everyone's just kind of bullshitting is great. But really take the time to call. Really take the time to spend time. I know sometimes there's distance between all of us, but at the same time, that distance is not easy. It's not there's no way to work around it, but actually connecting with somebody and talking to them about what the fuck's going on. I always try to make an effort towards it. And it's not the easiest because, like I said, we're all freaking busy. We all have only so much time during the day, only so much time during the week. It's not easy. Not easy at all. But, if a little reminder like this can be, oh, I need to call. I need to talk. I need to connect. To let them know that I care, let them know that I love them, to let them know that I'm there. This past month, everyone's, I'm here for you, whatever you need. I love that. But what I need is connection. What I need is the reassurance that we're all friends, that we're all loved ones, that we all care. Like I said, I try to make as much time as I possibly can in my life for those that I really care for. And with my brother passing, I feel like I don't have enough time. Time is so crazy. Time is so fast. Time is in and out in the blink of an eye. But time is the most precious thing we have to spend. You can have all the money in the world. Can't do nothing when you die. Can't take it with you. You can absolutely share it with those who deserve it, and you want to do what you can for them. But at the same time, time is so expensive because you only have so much and you can only share so much. Time is something you can never get back. So make sure you spend the time the way you want. Spend it wisely. Because one day you're not going to have enough. You might not have enough for yourself, and I might not have enough for everyone else. But time flies. And it doesn't wait for nobody. Like I said, I'm back on my shit. This episode's not so angry, but more of the dad life of what's happening. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, I'm going to be getting these out back on schedule, back on time. I got a lot of shit to talk about. I got a lot of shit built up. I got a lot of shit that pisses me off and gets me all riled up. I also have a lot of life advice still in me to give. So I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm also part of the Inner Circle podcast network. Let me get that out of the way because I haven't recorded no pods in a while. But The Inner Circle Podcast Network, group of powerful podcasts out there sharing their shit. InnerCirclePN.com. Make sure you go check them out. We have Creatures of the Night, The Hood Diner, The Untrained Eye, The Plunge, Failing Hollywood, Simmons and More podcasts. Shit happens when you party naked. Make sure you guys go check them all the fuck out. That's the Inner Circle Podcast Network. You can easily find us. Make sure you check them out. Let them know that I sent you. Much appreciated. I do have sponsors. And they all understand my dilemma and what the fuck's going on, but they're still cool with me, and they still take care of me. So we got Pit Boss Grills, bring the heat to the barbecue market. Bigger, hotter, heavier grills. CH Concrete, serving the San Francisco Bay Area. That's CH Concrete, serving the San Francisco Bay Area. No job too big, no job too small. Residential, commercial, does not matter. CH Concrete can help you. Jags, a fully stocked preferred destination for every gearhead professional racer, weekend warrior, restoration nut who wants to take their vehicle to the next level. 511 Tactical, purpose-built clothing, footwear, bags, tactical gear for life's most demanding missions. Sundays, everything you need to build the yard you love, driven by the data and science to make it better and easier. Hemp Bombs, premium hemp CBD, high potency CBD. Feel great, relax now at hempbombs.com. Official is a hip hop inspired street brand. Hip hop is our life. Streetwear is our passion. We are the official clothing brand. So make sure you check out all the links are in the notes. I really appreciate it. And I'll check you guys on the next one.
Never die. Always living, always living, always living, always living, always living, always living.